What's it like to see your defense compliment you guys offensively?
Oh, it was awesome. They were outstanding today. Applied a bunch of pressure, made great open field tackles. They just played really solid football. And, we see that at practice, every day. Those guys fly around. They play really good together. It's exciting to see those guys have a game like they did.
Dan said you called a couple of the touchdowns. Which ones did you call?
There was a few. I think it was one of the passes in the run. It's not really calling. It's just asking me which play I like, and I just go with it. Ironically, most of the time, Coach Stein and I are thinking pretty much the same thing. So we're just in tune together, and I think we're just doing a lot of really good things offensively.
Dan called you the best quarterback in the country. Do you feel like you're playing at that kind of level right now?
Yeah, I think there's, obviously a lot that I can clean up. I want to demand perfection for myself, and I didn't get that today. But at the same time, we put ourselves in great situations to succeed. And obviously, there's every game I've ever played, there's one or two that I've always wanted back. But, it's those that you learn from, you get better. But at the end of the day, our ultimate goal is to win. And, that's what we did.
Coach said all week, play the game, not the moment, whatever the quote was exactly. But how do you guys feel like you did that today?
I think we did exceptional. From the start, we were prepared. We knew the moment was going to be, really big. We knew the occasion was going to be really big. But, we just wanted to go out there and play, ourselves. We felt like we had still yet to play a complete game as a team. And, we're going to continue to still work that way.
So many people watching this game, a lot of attention on this game. What does this win say about just your guys' team this season?
I think we got a really good ball club. I think we're going to continue to work to get better and clean up some deficiencies we have. But, I think just with momentum and with confidence, this was a huge game for us.
Coach says he wants substance and not flash pregame. When you win 42-6 and nearly have a shutout, and you perform the way you did, what do you feel is the substance? What is the identity of this team this season?
I think our connection is really elite right now. I think we're playing so well without the ball. We're playing, well as a team collectively. We really want to see each other succeed, and I think that's valuable for a team. And when you play like that, when you execute like that, when you really go all in for your teammates, that's the kind of stuff that can happen.
Dan said postgame that you sent him a text this morning that was really impactful and that you helped shape him and make him a better person. Just that relationship between you and Dan seems like it's something super different. Have you ever had a relationship like that with the head coach?
Not with a head coach. He's very, relatable. He's very easy to talk to. He's great on game days. He's, extremely laid back. He's a confident coach. So every time I take the field, I know he's got my back. And he knows I got his. And so, on the interception today, he immediately was the first person out there, encouraging me. And, that's just the difference in games. And that can be the difference in, ultimate success down the road. But, we have a group message with, a lot of us, and he's in it. And so, that's one of the things that, I challenged kind of those guys that were in there. And, it was all about, going in, you don't have to really play for anything but the guys next to you.
What does it mean to you that you make him a better person?
Oh, it means the world. Every day I want to go out there and make people around me better. And Coach Lanning makes me better. He pushes me at practice. He's an extremely tough coach on me. He makes me really be perfect, and he challenges me in ways, that are important for a quarterback, especially my, development, my growth, but at the same time with my experience. He treats me, as well, I think, as any quarterback and head coach could work out.
You guys all preach consistency. Troy's had 300-yard games, nearly had all 4 this season. When every defense knows they have to try and take him away from you, how are you able to get it to him? What is he doing to be that consistent?
Well, good luck, because then you got to cover all the other guys on the field. And that's no simple task either. And I think defensive coordinators know that. I think when you surround guys like Troy and Bucky and T. Ferg and Tez with each other, when you put those guys on the field and then Trayshawn and Gary coming in, making plays, it's hard as a defense. And, our O-line is doing a tremendous job of just making it easy for me. We're all on the same level. We're all on the same wavelength. And, we just really understand our game plans right now. We're doing a good job with those.
ESPN talked about the relationship with you and Charles Kelly and literally going back to birth.
Yeah.
So what does it mean that this is probably the last time you're going to play, and for you guys, for your family, that this is the
Yeah,
last
he was
one.
one of the ones that was there at the hospital when I was born. So ironically enough, never would have thought I'd be at Oregon and he'd be at Colorado and we'd be playing against each other. So, that's another God moment. But, he just ordains our steps, and, he puts us in situations all the time to where, life comes full circle. And, I'm thankful to know Coach Kelly. He's taught me a lot. He recruited me out of high school. He's been a family friend for a long time. He's an extremely, good coach. He's just an awesome DC. And he's won a national championship and, played for a bunch. And so, I got all the respect in the world for him and Coach Prime, that whole team, that whole staff, really the whole team. That's a good football team we played. And, I just think we really executed.
Boston described the consistency from offense and defense as cooking with gas. Do you feel like you behind center was cooking with gas today?
Yeah, I do, and it was a lot because our defense was cooking too. When you get 3 and outs and you stay in the flow of the game, it's really tough on a defense to be out on the field a long time. And they did that early, and they performed really well at the beginning of the game, really throughout the game. But at the beginning, obviously that's what stood out because it got us the ball back. We jumped out on them early, and in this league, in this conference, those kind of leads are important, and you got to make the most of them.
You can start lobbying to get Casey Rogers some carries in the backfield.
With that run, we may have to make a little package for him. But I knew he played tight end in high school, and he's just a really good athlete, a good football player. And I was shocked, not only that we called it, but with the outcome. But I'm never going to be mad at an executed fake punt.
Dan came into the press conference in his Bodacious shirt. And they were handing him out today at the game. I'm not sure if you knew that. Just what does it mean when you look up in the stands or you see your head coach wearing a shirt that's about you?
Well, I think when you look at the shirt, it's a lot more about, other people. It's a lot more about the program. I think they're just kind of, using the situation, and, it's got a big O right in the middle of it for a reason. Because, I'm nothing without this program. I'm nothing without the teammates around me. I'm nothing without Coach Lanning. Their support, from top to bottom, you name it, everybody's been supportive. And, that allows me to just go out there and play free and have fun, and things like this happen. And so, I couldn't be more thankful for the situation I'm in, for the university that I go to, and the people that are around me.